Welcome back to my channel. Today video going to build a small Laravel dashboard with the authentication and middleware. We'll cover login forms, protecting routes using middleware, and even create a custom middleware to demonstrate how Laravel filter requests work. If you are new in the channel, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more Laravel tutorial. Let's jump into the code. So here I have Laravel 12. I just created this application, nothing there, I haven't put any code. Okay, so first of all, let's go ahead and create the login. Okay, I just run the server from here. Okay, so the server is running in this port. Let's run it again. Okay, so this one will open this one in the new window. Yeah, cool. Yeah, so we have this page here, nothing. So let's do the login here. When you click in the login, we need to go to the login page. Okay, so let's go ahead and dive. So first of all, let's go to the create login controller. Okay, so controller, we have PHP artisan, make controller and login controller. Okay, so this will create this controller for us. Let's create a view for this one. We're not going to cover like any HTML or CSS, okay, but let's do what we have to do. PHP file and login.blade.php. Okay, so we have this here, which is all good. I have prepared the HTML is ready, so we don't need to waste the time to write in the old HTML. Okay, so this the login page. Okay, here we just need the layout. What I have done here, we need to layout to reuse across the application. Okay, so I will create a new folder here and call it layouts. Okay, and let's define a new here file app.blade.php. Okay, so the layout looks like this. Okay, just very straightforward here. Just I use the Tailwind here. I just import. We have Tailwind here. Okay, in case you need custom CSS, you put it in the public. Okay, no need for the SAS or npm run build. Okay, and we have JavaScript in case we need to do some JavaScript. Yield here, I will show you what this is doing here. Just basically we render the content what is passed in. So for example, we have the login here. Okay, use this layout, extend, use this layout, but for the content I need section render this. If we now just go to the login control now to link this together. Okay, let's define a new route. Here let's go and define a new route login. We're not going to use the closure here because we have the controller. We need to, yes. So here what we're going to do is just show login. Okay, and here we need to create this method here. Okay, public and let's call it show login, and here we have login indeed here, but let's do it better here. Let's grab this inside folder auths maybe, or auth without s. Okay, and drag it here, and let's do here auth.login. Okay, which is point to this one. So this route here, whatever user visit this will go here, show login, and will render this view. Straightforward. Okay, so here inside welcome here we need to point to that route. So here in the login just need to use route and login, which is mean here the named route here. Okay, and it will render the form. Let's go ahead and just test this one. Yeah, cool. So when I go to login, it shows the form that we built. Okay, now I need to handle the login here when I click in the login. So we need to create a post request. Okay, post route, sorry. So just let's copy and paste this one, change this to post, and no need for here, and we just do her login. Okay, and we don't have this action, so let's go inside PHP store and let's do login here, and just to demonstrate this, hitting this area here, login handle. Okay, now we have this, so let's try to give it a test here, see if that reach that one. Yeah, cool. So login handle, so indeed is going to the here to the login, this method here. Okay, so just to explain something here, guys, that I use CSRF. This is very important for each form. This like a protection to guarantee that the request come from our website, doesn't come from another website. So Laravel behind the scene in the back is handle this to check, has middleware to check if this match or not. Okay, that's it. And here I have just error in case errors come from the login. I will show you in the moment here. It will display in the form. So let's go ahead now and do some logic here. First of all, let's validate if we have the user passed the correct username and password. Okay, it's very straightforward. We use the request and validate, and we use the email must be exist when he make the request, and as well the password, you need to pass the password as well require. Cool. Now after we validate here, we need to save the what is the request validated. Okay, credentials, let's call credential here. Okay, credentials. Okay, so we have it here. Now let's attempt to log in. Okay, we use Laravel facade auth, facade attempt credential, and if all good here, we generate the session. Okay, we generate a new session for this user because the old session will be destroyed and he's now logged in successfully. Okay, now we need to return the user simply to the dashboard here. That's very straightforward like this. Return to the dashboard, and in case if no, we have like username and password is wrong or something, let's go with errors to the previous page, which we use email like this here. The provided information doesn't match record. We're not going to tell the user the password doesn't match. Okay, so this all so far so good. So let's try and give it a test. This one here. Let's go ahead and see what we have. So it's wrong. Cannot find any record. So we need to create a username in our database. Okay. Let's do this by using the seeders. Okay. Okay. Let's create a seeder here. Artisan. Make seeder user seeder. Okay, and now we have this class here, so go to the seeder from here and let's create user. Very straightforward. I'm not going to use any factor. Create, let's import this first. Create. Okay, and maybe name I will use admin. Okay, email as whatever, aa maybe at gmail.com, and finally the password. Yeah, we'll use this password here 1234, but I'm not going to use bcrypt. I will use hash make. Okay, facade make, and let's use whatever here. Now we have the seeder, but we're going to tell Laravel about it. The way you do it, you go to the here in the seeders and you call it inside here. So we clean this up here and you make call like this. Okay, and you feed it by how many seeder, whatever the seeder you want. Okay, if you have 100, you put it all here so it can run when we run the PHP artisan command. Here, what this mean by class? Here I'm telling Laravel to use the convert the class to the string, to use the full qualify name, which is mean this will be like equivalent to like this here. Okay, and like this. So this here converted this to this one behind the scene. Okay, now after we done this one, let's seed. Okay, PHP artisan seed, and let's make dbc, I believe. Yeah, so we have this here, and we have one username here. Okay, let's see now what we have here. Let's do AA 1 2 3 4 5 6. So let's do again AAA. Yeah, so we have something wrong here. If we come back, yes, I make like this here. I forget to put L. Here now, we need to just erase the database and seed again. So never ever do this in the production. This because we are in the dev tutorial, we're doing like fresh database and create the user again. Okay, let's back to this one here and let's try again. And I think 3A. Yeah, cool. Oh, sorry. We need to do it again. Sorry. Gmail and 1 2 3 4 5 6. And cool, now we have the dashboard here. Yeah, not fun. Let's do this page now very quickly. Yeah, so go to the dashboard here. Let's close all of these. Let's define a new route here, route, and let's dashboard. We don't have the controller yet. PHP artisan make controller and dashboard controller. Okay, that's basically it here. Dashboard controller. I don't want to use the like this. I want to import it, and let's do index, and let's give it this name like dashboard.index, which is nice. Let's create this one in there now, public index, and let's do, for example, like this, and here we go. So get both. What we have missed here? Yeah, should be get, and yeah, cool. We have this now, which is great. Let's do view for it here. Retain view, which is, yeah, let's create this now inside the resources view dashboard index .template.php. Okay, I have created HTML for this one, so let's copy and paste. Yeah, so here we have like to render some courses, title, description, price, the price about the for the course. Okay, so now let's go ahead and create the controller, or even we have the controller. Let's create the service for to get some courses here. Okay, so here the index page here to we need to pass the courses. Okay, so let's create service. Okay, create service inside the app, like services. Okay, and let's call this course, call it service. Okay, and what we have here, just to pass, and let's forget to do the namespace in here, so let's do it. Namespace app slash services, which is cool. Now let's do some logic inside. Just one method here, nothing fancy at all. Public function, and let's define some courses here. Let's do the first one, ID. I will grab, I have this ready, so no need to write. So I will paste here. Okay, so this is the courses we have 1 2 3, and I just convert this to the object. Okay, so easy to the blade to deal with it like this. Okay, so object, and now if we go to dashboard controller, okay, and inject it as we learned in the dependency injection video. So here CourseService, okay, okay, cool. Here we have it now here. So let's grab some the courses. Let's, yeah, we get the courses, and let's use the compact here. Simply this will pass it as array courses and equal to courses. Here should render the courses now. So let's go ahead and see. Yeah, cool. So on the dashboard we have the courses here. Now I need to protect this route only for the authorized user who logged in can access, because this now can be accessed from anyone. So very straightforward to do this. Is nothing fancy. So we go to the here, okay, and we have many ways to do this. We can do middleware like this and auth. This will allow only authorized user to do it, or use the group. Okay, if you want to use the group, similar route. What is the group? Okay, group, yeah, and like this. Okay, and this inside this function here, you define all like this here inside. This here very handy way to define all the routes in one go. Any route need protection, you put it inside here. Okay, cool. Now this only allow the authorized user. For example, if I go in here, okay, and open Ingenico window like this and go, it will give me please login. But here, because already logged in, all good. Okay, now I want to show you guys how the middleware will work. Let's create a custom middleware. Okay, PHP artisan. This is the purpose of this video, middleware, and CheckSomething middleware. Let's do it like this. Okay, now if I go to the CheckSomething middleware here, we need to do some logic here. Okay, for example, let's log something inside the storage. Okay, CheckSomething middleware triggered for URL. Yeah, let's use the not for URL but this one. Okay, let's import this one, facade, and here I just want to block anything with the query passed in as a true. So request query block equal to true, and return response JSON access denied, whatever, yeah, forbidden, 403 or forbidden. Yeah, here basically I will show you this in the moment what this is doing. Now we need to tell Laravel about this middleware. Doesn't know anything about it. So to define alias in Laravel 12 plus, okay, we need to create like this. We use the middleware and we use alias, and this will take array, and let's do check. I will call it CheckSomething, and let's give it the middleware that we create. Now let's use this very straightforward. Okay, we go inside the web here, and we here just tell that we need array auth and other middle like this. Okay, now notice the storage, guys. Here the storage we have empty here. Okay, this another before happened. Okay, let's go now and do like go to dashboard. Yeah, cool. So it's triggered the middleware. Okay, I have something middleware. Okay, so all good here. So it's triggered the middleware. Let's pass a block through now inside the middleware to see the middleware working or not. Okay, cool. This working now. So the middleware here, guys, the check is block pass from the query. The true is blocking. So here you can do anything you want before give the user the response. Check if he is admin or not. Check specific role or whatever. Yeah. So this here again, if we look to the here, so this is triggered the message that we have done here, and then here. If I remove this one, it will work just fine. Thank you guys for watching. The video get longer, and please subscribe and hit the bell, put the comment, and more of Laravel is coming. Yeah, thank you so much. See you. Bye.